Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Lizzie, and for today's video, we are continuing on with watching the Purge franchise. Today, we are talking about third film, Purge Election Year. Now, this is the only film in the franchise that I have actually previously seen. I saw this film when it first came out in 2016 in theaters. I had just gone and seen it with my best friend. And I actually haven't seen the film since, so there was a lot about this film that I didn't really remember. I mainly just remember the fact that it, again, takes place out on the streets in the Purge, and that it is taking place on election year. And that is really all I remembered going into this film, so I was pleasantly surprised with this one. It opens with a very gruesome and intense scene of a family that is being tortured on Purge night a few years previously by a man who forces the mother to make this decision of who to save in her family from the Purge. And then we kind of flash forward to following that same woman, the mother, who is now a senator and is running for president under the campaign of being anti-Purge, and that she is going to, if elected, work to eliminate the Purge. And of course, she is running against this pastor that is very much for the Purge, very much connected to the new founding fathers. They have backed him, and we are reintroduced to Frank Grillo's character of Leo, who we were introduced to in the previous film. He is in charge of protecting her, and on Purge night, the NFF decide to, under the guise of listening to the people, decide to lift the band on level 10 and higher members, and that anybody can be killed, anybody can be attacked under the Purge. There's really, aside from maybe weapons, there's really no restrictions any longer. And of course, this is an attempt to eliminate the senator who has become the enemy. And I've kind of mentioned in the previous reviews, but watching these films now, and given the state that we're in, is very terrifying. If we're being completely honest, feels a little too real at sometimes. And I did very much enjoy this film. I think when I saw it in theaters, I liked it, but obviously hadn't seen the previous films, so didn't have a whole lot of knowledge regarding the Purge, or kind of, I guess. And granted, I feel like this is a film that you can watch without seeing the previous ones. They do a pretty good job of that. It's just certain characters you're obviously not really going to necessarily understand their history. But I think having watched the previous films definitely helped me to enjoy this one a little bit more. And I think as the series is going on, I'm liking each film more than the previous one. So we'll see, because obviously hearing things and that some of the sequels aren't that great. I'm very interested to watch the next one, because I feel like that's one where people have said that kind of gets a little lost, or fans of this franchise aren't huge on the next one, so it'll be interesting to see. So, but one thing that the beginning of this film kind of made me think about was, again, like I said, it's opening with this man who has captured the family and is clearly torturing them, and is now forcing the mother to make this decision on which family member to kill. And it's very serial killer vibes. And it made me kind of think about how effective the Purge may or may not actually be in the sense of killing, because again, the big thing is, the big premise, obviously, of these films is this idea of the wealthy political using the Purge to eliminate the poor, and continue to keep and gain power and wealth for themselves. which again, topical, but they don't really address or give stats on exactly like how much less murder there is. Like, they say that the crime rates are really low, but like a beginning part of this film, you have these two like teenage girls that are trying to steal from this convenience store like 2 nights before the purge. So obviously, like, crime is still committed. The Leo character in the previous one's son was killed by a drunk driver, and he got off free on the technicality. Like, things like that obviously still happen. So it just got me thinking, as someone who is a fan of true crime, would the purge stop serial killers from killing? Because, granted, serial killers will have what is referred to as a cooling off stage. They can sometimes go a while, even sometimes years, decades without killing for one reason or another. Sometimes they're in prison, sometimes for another crime, sometimes they develop a family. And it just made me think, like, would a serial killer only be able to kill during the purge? Like, would they really be able to resist and hold off killing for an entire year? It just made me think. I know it has nothing really to do with the concepts of the film, but that opening scene just made me think about that. So, I mean, I guess y'all could let me know what you think about that. But all in all, I enjoyed this film. I think that it is a really good sequel. I think, like I said, I think I am liking each film more and more. Will this necessarily be a new favorite franchise? I don't know. I'm enjoying the films. I like them to an extent. There are things I don't like about them. I think they do get a little bit cheesy, so I'm enjoying myself, but I don't think that these are necessarily going to be, by any means, like, new favorite films. But let me know what you think of the Purge franchise. Let me know what you think of the Purge election year specifically. Let me know which Purge film is your favorite. If you haven't seen my other 2 previous reviews, make sure that you check those out. If you did enjoy this, please do give it a big old thumbs up, and make sure that you hit that subscribe button for more horror related content, and I will see you all again later with another video. Bye!